Alright guys, BLM here, back with more Red Dead Redemption 2. Continuing on. So, we're about to start old habits. Let's go. So, yeah, last episode we were going through my PS4 collection. It's kind of going through the physical games that I own. At least, like, when I bought them and all that sort of stuff. Didn't really go through my opinions of them, but... And now, I have a list of all the digital games I own as well. Which was quite a bit more than I thought it was.
Look at this tough guy. Get out of here.
Yeah, so the games I have installed right now are Prototype 1 and 2, which I just recently bought. I mean, they were like, were they $5 a piece? They were pretty cheap. Then Metal Gear Solid 5, which I think I picked up for $5 as well. Devil May Cry HD Collection, Devil May Cry 4, which I think those are about $10 a piece, which is pretty decent. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, which I think that was on sale. What ended up happening with that? I think I had like PSN credit, right? I think, oh yeah, that's what it was. Last Black Friday, I think I bought like a $50 PSN gift card for like $40 or something. And then I bought the season pass for AC Odyssey with that, but then remaining was like $10. So I think the remainder of that went towards Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. So I think that's what happened with that. So essentially, it's like as if I bought the season pass and then got Legacy of the Duelist for free.
Hit me first. Oh, you can fight, boy. I'll give you that. Well, how's your wife in the brawl?
Leave my wife alone.
Oh, she's real pretty.
Get out of here.
Oh, quite a temper you got. Imagine you're frustrated with your lot in life, married to a shit-shoveling farmhand. What'd you do wrong to end up here?
Leave my wife alone.
Welcome to Big Valley, Jim Milton. Pleasure to meet you both. We'll see you again.
Then Walking Dead Season 1.
Tell Mr.
Yeah.
Getty's we called.
I think I probably spent like $10, $12 on that. No, actually, now I think about it, I think it was 8. Either way. The Sleeping Dogs, which that was like $5 or less. Like $4.
Stop acting like a goddamn storybook hero, will ya?
What choice did I have?
Plenty, you moron. Plenty.
Then, what else? Game of Thrones, Telltale, Wolf Among Us, which I also own physical. Psychonauts, that was like a couple bucks. Grim Fandango, same thing, couple bucks. I mean, a lot of these digital games I own were just a couple bucks. That's why I bought them digital. Let's see, Oxenfree. I think that was actually probably like closer to $10.
To decide by who.
But either way. Lara Croft Temple of Osiris, that was a couple bucks. Thief, a couple bucks. Okay, so Super Meat Boy, that was a couple bucks. I forgot I actually owned that. Either way. Jim Milton Rides Again, and then this is Motherhood? Oh no, Fatherhood for Idiots. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one we do first, nothing.
Now, dear, I won't hear any more of it.
You won't hear any of it.
Not in front of the men.
You toad.
All right, smile, smile. Do not embarrass me.
Mr. Geddes?
Hey, I heard we had another incident with...
Lara Croft Go, Hitman Go, and like that was literally like $2 each.
Are you scared?
Trine 1 and 2, that was like again $3 a piece. Still haven't played those. Unfinished Swan, pretty good game. I think I spent like $8 on it though. But anyway, Firewatch, I think that was like $10. That was a great game. Back to the Future, Telltale, A Semblance, that was literally like 75 cents.
How'd you get on?
Okay, I guess.
Better?
Dead Rising 1 and 2, Valkyria Chronicles, Alien Isolation, Resident Evil Code Veronica X, Resident Evil 1, Mega Man Legacy Collection. Those were all part of the Humble Indie Bundle, and I think I got that for around $15.
No, I'm good.
I think that's pretty good. Dear Esther, that was like $2. Missionarium, same thing. Grow Home, I think that was like $4, and I regret buying it because I played it and I didn't end up liking it.
Alright, it's getting late.
Telsagrad, that was like $4.
Good night, Jack.
Sin Mora, that was like $2. Lost Quest, $2. Actually, I think Telsagrad might have been $2. Red Faction 2, Red Faction 1, those are like $3 a piece. Darksiders 1, Darksiders 2, those were like $3 a piece.
Good job, Abigail.
Rogue Stormers, I think the only reason I got that is because it came with Gianna Sisters. That was like $3 for both of them.
Jim, they got Dickens over by the stable.
Oh shit. Oddworld, was it New and Tasty? I still haven't played that. I do want to play that at some point. It's a remake of Oddworld 1. But it's supposed to be pretty decent. So. But either way, I think I got that for like $4.
Watch it burn! Crap. That's the worst of it. You know that?
Let's see what else is there. Albedo. I haven't played it. A couple bucks. Gravity Rush Remastered. I think I actually spent $13 on that, didn't I? I think that was like the first digital game that I spent over $10 on. And to be honest, even now, I think there's only like 2 or 3 digital games that I spent over $10 on. But I think Gravity Rush was one of the first. Just because it's such a hard game to find physical copy. Physical US copy is around $60. European copy again is around 30 to 40. So it's like, I'll just buy a digital, I guess.
Understood. Okay.
Another World, that was $2. I hated it. I have a lot of respect for the game. It definitely does things first. I mean, it does things that modern games do now, but obviously did it first. But it's like, it's still an annoying as shit game.
What are you doing?
My job, Abigail. My goddamn job.
Alright.
I'll lead the way.
Then what? Typo Man. That was a pretty good game actually. I enjoyed Typo Man. That was like $2 or $3. Strider. That was like $4, I think. Yeah, I really enjoyed Strider. I think that was a fun game. I mean, it frustrated shit out of me at points, but it was a fun game. Adventures of Captain Spirit. I forgot that was even a fucking thing. I forgot like Life is Strange 2 was even a fucking thing.
Okay, if you say so.
Okage Shadow King, that was like a couple bucks. I still need to play that. Rogue Galaxy, same thing. Still need to play that. That was like I think $6. Ape Escape 2, that was like $3. Twisted Metal Black, that was like Twisted Metal Black, Kinetica, and War of the Monsters. I think that was a triple pack for like $8 or something. Still haven't played any of them. I've played them, but I haven't played them on the channel. I played Kinetica, both as a kid and on PS4, and then War of the Monsters I've played before on PS2, and then Twisted Metal Black. Have I played Twisted Metal Black? I might have actually played Twisted Metal Black at some point. But. Shit, that was just me being dumb. Okay, cool. That's what I get. Foresight Fantasy, that was literally like $2. It's a fine game. Fine little short game. Wild Arms 3, I think that's one I picked up for probably around $8 and still haven't played. Valiant Hearts, that was like $4, maybe $6. It's like one of those sort of games. But it was fine. Not my favorite game in the world, but it's fine. Assault Suit Leonos, that was like $3. Still haven't played it. Adam's Venture Origins, that was literally like $1.50. But yeah, still haven't played it. Is this American Venom, the song? I forgot which song this is. That's a great song, but I believe it's American Venom, isn't it? Shit. Ah, I actually had it there. I didn't think I had it. Ah. Fuck off, man.
Look out! Over by the gate!
fuck? They're not inconvenient spots, are they? Oh. Damn it. What the fuck? They're all in like really inconvenient spots. There we go. I don't know how much to it. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Fine, whatever. We'll use it. I didn't mean to use it, but whatever. What? That's ridiculous that he didn't die there. Fuck.
You're gonna be sorry for what
You ain't so talky now, are you?
I believe this glitched out on me on the speedrun too, right?
No good trash.
Fuck. Fuck off, man. There we go. And that went better than my speed run. What else is there? Okay, the bridge. Literally $2. Still haven't played it. Is a tentacle. I think the $4 maybe? But anyway, played it. It's good. Try to light. It's fine. I mean, I haven't played it. Did I say fine? I haven't played it, but that was like $4. I want to play it, just haven't gotten around to it. God Eater Resurrection, that was $4. Never got around to it. Virginia, played it, enjoyed it. So this is like right at this point, we're like at right before AC Odyssey came out. So this is like, because I believe that was like one of the last games I played before AC Odyssey came out. Was Virginia. And Just Gods Among Us, I forgot we even played that. Yeah, I think that was it like $6 maybe? I forgot you owned that actually, to be honest. It's a fine game. Got a lot of copyright claims on that. I believe literally every episode of that Let's Play has copyright claims, but whatever. Full Throttle Remastered, that was kind of nah. Didn't really care for it. What else is there? Boyness Blob, still haven't gotten around to that. That was like $4. Alright, now we're getting to this year, I believe. Yeah, this is this year. So, first up was the Humble Indie Bundle. How much did I spend on it? It wasn't that much. I didn't get the top tier because I didn't care about the games that were in the top tier, which was like Shadow Warrior and some other game. I don't remember, but I think it was a multiplayer game. But yeah, I think I spent like $8 on it maybe. Yeah, I got Bard's Tale Remastered, still haven't played it. Inner Space, still haven't played it. Broken Age, still haven't played it. Wasteland 2, still haven't played it. Layers of Fear, still haven't played it. And then The Talos Principle, which I played and loved. But, yeah, it's funny. I haven't played most of those games. Then AC3 Remastered, so that's March. Obviously with the Season Pass. Picked up Jack the Ripper on, that was on sale for like $6. Jack the Ripper AC Syndicate DLC. Then, Fez.
3 times.
That was a few bucks. Cell damage, a few bucks. Indigo Prophecy, I forgot to pick that up. That was 10 bucks
Well
though,
said.
I think.
And thank you, Mr.
That was pretty expensive, but
Truly.
it was fine.
Glad to be of service, sir.
The AC Odyssey DLCs, as I said, with the season
You
pass.
get some rest.
Thank you, Mr. Geddes.
Lords of the Fallen, I forgot I picked that up. That was 4 bucks. Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2. Only reason I picked that up is because it was literally 2 bucks.
What choice did I have? Just answer me that. What was I supposed to do?
Walking Dead Final Season, I think, again, that's one of the other ones I spent more money on. That was like 13 bucks, but obviously played it twice, so it's fine. The Blob, I forgot I bought that. That was a few bucks. Shiny, that was literally like $1. I think $1.50. Defunct, same thing. That was like $1.50. And Resident Evil Revelations, I think that was
Just do
6
one
bucks.
thing or another. Not be two people at once. That's all I'm saying.
Alright. And then the Dead Island collection. Dead Island, Riptide, and Dead Island Retro Revenge is the newest thing I picked up digitally. And that was 8 bucks, I would say. I don't remember exactly. I mean, to be honest, if I went back and looked at all my fucking, I'm pretty sure it's there in my email, the receipts. So I could look it up. I'd rather not. But anyway, that's all the digital games.
How you getting on?
Surviving. I think.
Didn't she supposed to be upset at us?
I'll get you some coffee.
Only thing I know how to do is,
Honestly, because you can do this mission before.
you know, undertakers like me. Cattle, not so much.
That ain't true.
Ain't no rancher. Rustled horses, not raised them. Stole cattle.
Yeah, I wanted to go through my
birthed 'em.
PS4 collection kind of more
I was reading the
organically, though.
newspaper.
Like, kind of go through it, like,
about
game
a
by game, talking
old
about my
ranch,
opinions
Nature's
on them.
Hope, down
Just
by
because I haven't done
Blackwater.
it in a while, and I
Was
kind of
Well,
would like to.
Jack
To be honest,
read
I'd
it
like to
too,
do that
but
with all my collections. Just,
thought maybe we could raise some
like, the thing
money.
is, obviously,
Make
this was
rinse the
my
rest.
old
Think
YouTube
you'd be
channel, my
happy,
game
John.
collection
Bank loans?
YouTube channel. I would just go
I
through the
got
collection.
a goddamn price on my head, woman.
I know all about that. Every time we about to get somewhere, make something, you go and show the entire world that you ain't Jimmy Milton. Every place we've been, it's been the same. We start
But,
doing okay, and then boom.
At this point, I feel like
You
there's just
act
less
like a
incentive
big
for
man
me
with
to
a
do it.
gun.
Obviously, I would
Tired,
love
John,
that.
and
I would like
I
to
guess
make
I was
it
dreaming
for
a little. At
this
least
channel,
give
but
me
it's
that.
just I just realized our beard got ridiculously big now.
Feels hopeless.
You're doing better.
Milton. Milton, ma'am. Mr.
You know what,
Geddes
let's
needs
actually
you to
do
head
it
over to
reverse
Strawberry in the
alphabetical
wagon
order.
and
That's more
collect some
convenient for
mail for him
me
at the post
with the way my games are set up
Sure.
here.
I'll take the boy with me. He's getting soft. Lancelot.
Come on. Jim, if you're heading that way, can you pick up a parcel for me? A dress I ordered. I think it's in your name.
Let's
My name.
go.
I think so.
What I want to do is I'm taking my
One's in
games off my
your name,
shelf, and then
and
as we
the
talk
other's
about
in
them, I'm
mine.
going to put them back
Only
on.
want you to come in by now.
That's kind of what I want to do
Shopping
here.
done.
Oh, yeah,
Kind of,
it's a
again,
real
go
keen
through it kind of
purchaser
as if
goods,
it was a
me.
game collection
Look
video,
at
as if I'm recording one right now.
Okay, Lancelot.
Let's start off. So we got
Man
Yakuza
out of you
Kiwami.
yet.
Not
Yeah, I
too
have
much of a
Steelbook
man mind, he's
edition
only a
here.
boy.
I haven't played it for much. I've literally played it for
Real
about
exciting realities of
half an
adulthood
hour.
for another day.
I mean, I have played Yakuza, the original Yakuza, and this is just a remake of it, but haven't really played Kiwami too much, so not really much to say there. Got Wolf Among Us, obviously one of my favorite games, probably of all time. I mean, again, I feel like it's tough with Telltale to say, oh, it's my favorite game of all time, considering it's not much of a game. But it's a fantastic story, great narrative, so there's that. Witcher 3, obviously one of my favorite games of all time. The thing about The Witcher 3 though, I think, like, it's been a while since I played it. I mean, like, I did do 2 speedruns of it this year, but I haven't, like, legitimately played it, like, for fun since, like, over a year ago now. So I do feel like that's kind of worsening my opinion of the game. I mean, like, I feel like maybe if I were to, I did want to do 100% playthrough on the channel. If I do that, maybe my opinion of it would go back up. But I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if it's my favorite game of all time anymore. I don't know.
Boy, don't be scared.
It's kind of tough. I mean, the thing about favorite game of all time, though, just in general, is I feel like it's a very tough concept in general with gaming, just because I feel like, unlike film, where I feel like there are perfect films, there's no perfect game. I feel like it's very tough to have a perfect game, and I think because of that, there's a lot of games that are just like, they're up there for my favorite game of all time, but they just aren't actually my favorite game of all time yet. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Yeah, Witcher 3, obviously fantastic. I mean, DLCs are fantastic as well, so there's that. Got Watch Dogs 1 too. I mean, I love Watch Dogs 1. I mean, I have issues with it, but I love Watch Dogs 1. I know a lot of people don't, but whatever. Watch Dogs 2, I mean, it's fine. It does your typical Ubisoft thing of obviously trying to get, whatever, trying to appease everyone, and through that only appeases like half the people that it wants to.
For now.
Like, I think in retrospect, it's kind of like the first of the. It's like kind of the Origins, the Odyssey transition, but for Watch Dogs is kind of like. Got Warriors All Stars. Haven't played it. I don't know when I will. So whatever. Got Walking Dead, New Frontier in Season 2. I do own, obviously, Season 1 and the final season digitally. I do plan on picking up physical copies of those at some point if I can find them for cheap. It's just that I can't. So yeah, I'll obviously love The Walking Dead, Telltale. The first game, obviously, very influential game to me. I'm trying to get here, too. But yeah, not much else to say about that. But obviously, Season 2 is great. New Frontier. I don't hate New Frontier. I mean, like, I know a lot of people hate New Frontier. It's not great. It's, like, very poorly written, but it's, like, I don't hate it, though.
Can't wait.
Next up, Vampire. Haven't played it. I do want to play it. I mean, I do plan on playing it relatively soon. I mean, it's not, like, on the top of my priority list by any means. Again, I think, like, Devil May Cry is higher on my list than that. I think something like Metal Gear Solid 5 is higher. But I would like to play Vampire at some point. I hear it's supposed to be alright. I mean, not the best game in the world, but like a decent like vampire action RPG. I don't know. Kind of interested in it. Obviously developed by Dontnod, who did Life is Strange. So yeah.
Nope.
Got Until Dawn. Good game. Like, the thing about Until Dawn is I feel like I don't like it as much as I should. Again, considering I'm such a big fan of, like, all these other, like, Life is Strange, like, Telltale games, and, like, the Quantic Dream games. I feel like I should like Until Dawn a lot more than I do. I don't dislike it, I just think it's fine. But either way. The Uncharted games, got Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection, Uncharted 4, Uncharted Lost Legacy. Obviously, 5 of my favorite games of all time. Uncharted 1 through 3 have their issues. Uncharted 2, I think, is probably, obviously, the most balanced of those original 3 games. But I think Uncharted 4 really, like, balances out the problems that those games had. But then again, also, I do think the pacing towards the end of it kind of drags. And then Uncharted Lost Legacy, I think is, to be honest, I mean, as time has gone on, I think Lost Legacy might be the best Uncharted game. Now, again, not my favorite, not the, like...
Everything okay, Pop?
I mean, actually, it might be the best written. Like, Uncharted, I mean, like, I think 4, again, like, 4 relies so much on the previous games and your connection to the character of Nathan Drake. While I feel like Lost Legacy's narrative as a whole, like, it's, like, individual story is actually stronger. But, yeah, either way.
So, wait. We've come all the way out here and we just gonna turn around and go back?
That's what we're doing. Turns out, I missed the seclusion of the ranch more than I figured for.
But then we got Transformers Devastation. Fun game, fun little game. I mean, it's not really, obviously it's a really short game, just really dumb action game, a Platinum Games game. It's fine. Got a Shadow of the, well, I guess all 3 Tomb Raider games. We got Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I love these games. I mean, I love the Tomb Raider games. I think they're a great evolution of, like, the Uncharted formula. I mean, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, the original one, I think is probably, I think as time has gone on, I think it might be my favorite. It's definitely the one that sticks to my mind the most. I think it's a game that I've mostly memorized. It's a game I've played probably nearing 10 to 15 times. It's like somewhere in that range at this point. But yeah, I enjoy it. I think narratively it's very basic. It doesn't try to do anything impressive, but it's like fine. Rise of Tomb Raider I think is more impressive narratively, but I don't know. I don't find it as good gameplay. Well, I mean, it makes like I do think as a whole it is probably better narratively. I think it tries to tell a stronger narrative, but does it succeed all the time? Not necessarily. And Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a complete mess narratively. Narratively, it's terrible. It really is. Like, it's such wasted potential there. But gameplay-wise, again, it's an improvement upon the previous games, but not much of one, so take that for what you will. Got Titanfall 2, haven't played it yet. Picked it up for really cheap, still haven't played it. I want to play it, just haven't gotten around to it. Tales from Borderlands, one of my favorite Telltale games. I mean, one of my favorite games, again, in general, but like, obviously it's a Telltale game, but I do think obviously it's very well written. I think it has a great cast of characters, that sort of stuff. Street Fighter 5, another regret. Did not really mean to pick that up. Or in retrospect, I wouldn't have picked it up. Stick It to the Man, this is a really cheap game, haven't played it yet. It's a puzzle platformer, haven't gotten around to it. Star Wars Battlefront, haven't played it, never intend to, but got it for free. South Park, Stick of Truth and Fracture of a Hole. I enjoy both these games. I think Stick of Truth is like a really fun, traditional RPG within the South Park franchise. I think that's pretty much what that is. And Fracture of a Hole is a solid, like, turn-based strategy RPG within the South Park franchise. And they're both fun games. I mean, I think which one's better? I think at the time that I played them, I would have said Stick of Truth was better, but I think at this point it's like it's either or. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, son, you wait here. You don't move or say nothing until I speak to you. You hear?
Yes, sir.
Head
What do
down.
we got? We got Song of the Deep. It's okay.
See what you come
I
calling.
forgot. I forgot. I did that Let's Play on the channel. I think that was one of the first Let's Plays on the channel that I canceled. That I got through about half the game and was like, I don't feel like it. I mean, not that it's a bad game. It's just it wasn't really
I don't know what
wasn't really what I was feeling like playing at the time. So
Just
there's that.
here with
Shenmue
my
1 and
son.
2. I love Shenmue 2. I mean, the thing is, like, Shenmue 1, I think, has some great ideas. I think it's very, very influential for its time. I think it's really way ahead of its time.
I'm real sorry.
But it has a lot of issues. And Shenmue 2 has some of those issues still, but I do think it improves upon it in almost every single way. I think okay. Fuck. Yeah, I just realized that. So yeah, that's what they did here, isn't it? Because there's two missions here that you can do at the same time. This one, Fatherhood for Idiots, and the other one, that we just, Jim Milton writes again. Both of them end with you doing something that pisses off Abigail. So I just realized that's how they do it. That's how they explain it narratively.
Let's go.
Either way, yeah, Shenmue 1 too. I mean, like, I enjoy both games. Again, debating on whether or not to pick up 3. We'll see. Resident Evil 7. I like Resident Evil 7. I mean, like, it's obviously radically different from the other games. Pretty much none of the
I didn't have much of a choice. You saw that.
original characters from Resident Evil show up until... I forgot, do they show up at the end? I think there's like a cameo at the end, right? I don't remember anymore.
You were real brave back there.
Anyway, I like Resident Evil 7. I mean, it's one of the few first-person games I've played on the channel and finished, so there's that. Red Dead 2. I wonder what I think of that game. Obviously, Red Dead 2 is really great. Again, it has its issues. It definitely fucking has its issues, but I do think as time has gone on, I definitely respect this game a lot more. I mean, I did when I first played it. I mean, but then again, I think I was definitely more annoyed by its issues than I am now. Like, I think at the time I would have put it like probably around like number 20-ish, somewhere in that spot of like my favorite games of all time. I think at this point it's in my top 10. Now, where within that top 10? Who the fuck knows? But it's probably definitely within that top 10 now.
What was it called? What was the name, boy?
Beecher's Hope.
That's right. Beecher's Hope. Over by Blackwater. You like the idea of that, huh? Us on the ranch.
I don't know.
Then we got Rayman Legends. Haven't played it yet.
Like Duncan Geddes, huh?
Yeah.
I wasn't so
Ratchet and Clank. It's a fun game. It's a fun remake of the original game. It's fine. I mean, it's competent in every single way. I mean, I don't think it does anything particularly special, but it doesn't do anything bad either, or poorly. So yeah. Prey. Haven't played it for much. Literally like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. I don't know. I mean, it felt very Bethesda to me, which it is. But it felt very much like they were trying to replicate like Fallout. I mean, I don't know. I really enjoyed the original Prey on the 360. It's a game that, but like this game has like almost nothing to do with that game. It seems like, and I'm going the wrong way.
That was in.
So that's, yeah. Wasn't a big fan of the Prey remake, but I haven't gotten around to finishing it or anything. So I don't know. I do plan on doing it at some point, probably on the channel. So we'll see how that goes. Then we got Persona 5. Obviously love Persona 5. I think it's one of my favorite. I mean, really, it's one of my all-time favorite games. I think it's a near perfect game for what it's trying to be, which again, I don't think that's very common in gaming. So, yeah.
We got shot at.
Shot at? What happened?
Well, we got followed, and then
Followed by who?
probably someone who knew me. If we didn't get to them particulars, I'm sorry.
My son. Our son.
It was your dress that caused all the problem.
It weren't even a dress. It was a gift for you.
Yeah, we're past 30. We'll end here. Next episode, we'll go ahead and continue on, but for now, thank you for watching.